Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about the gold trade that I took this morning. Alright, so let's start off with the 4-hour time frame. I want to basically make this clear and show you guys how simple it is, right? So right here on the left you see there's a lot of wicks, a lot of rejections happening around the zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count this one as well, 6 rejections, and then right here you see that we held a level of support, right? So since 1 a.m. this candle opened 1 a.m., this one at 5, and then this one just opened at 9. We're holding this area of support. So already know that from these previous two candles right here, there's some level being maintained, and of course we have a doji reversal candle right here. Okay, so that's the first thing for the 4-hour. Now on the 1 hour, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more clear. So right here you have, let me do this. Right here you have this level that was maintained, level of supply or resistance, and then of course we broke, we went down, made a little bit of a correction, held on the trend line, boom, pushed higher. So the same level right here is being respected as a level of support on the right. So it's the same thing I talked about on the oil video. So the last video of the levels being respected. So previous level right here, now it's being respected as a level of support. Now this is the 1 hour time frame, so I'll drop down to my entry. My entry was on the 15-minute. Okay, so right now we have 4-hour being maintained level of support. Doji candle means a reversal. A reversal doji candle means that price is gonna go the opposite way, and then 1 hour holding up the support. So if we drop down to the 30-minute, you can see the support here being clear. And then one thing I was paying attention to this trade was the risk management. As I said in the last couple of videos as well, the most important part is the risk management. I cannot have a negative risk reward on a trade. It's just not going to make sense. So I do actually have it written down right here, the confirmations that I had for this trade. So support at 44.20, which was right over here. So right here, I know that this whole level right here is a buy zone, right? You have rejections from this area and price going higher. Rejections from this area, price going higher. So I know this is a buy zone. Now, what I want to do is calculate where I should enter, where it makes more sense to enter, so I have a better risk to reward. I have bullish engulfing candle on the 15, so 15-minute. I had this candle right here. This is when I started to look at and pay attention to it. So I had this bullish engulfing, but it still had wicks. So wicks means there's still some sellers on the market. They're still not 100% decisive of where price is gonna head. So another thing is I don't want to be buying at this level. So like I said right here, it has wicks, but you should buys would work above candle highs. So on this green line right here should be the next buy above these highs, or like I said, at a demand zone or at a support zone. So right here should be the buy. But this was pretty quick. This was like in a couple of seconds, price just shot down and it started to reverse. This is when I made the entry. Now I have another entry right here. This like tight, I'll make it better. This tight green line right here was my entry. So original entry, I had two, one over here, another one right at here at 44.29. This was like 44.44. And then stop loss, like I said, would be below previous lows. So right here, it was originally below this low right here on the left. So below this low right here on the left. But since we made a new low right here, stop loss turned out right here on this previous low, right? So it's about 9.9 points, which is good. It's not too bad, but there's no way to make it better, right? It just has to be below this low. Now, the thing is, if I had entered only this position right here, it would have been a negative risk reward because of where I closed, right? So this is a negative risk to reward. I'm making 7.8 points on a 24 stop loss. It does not make sense. So this one basically made the trade, made double of this trade right here. 9 points stop loss, almost 10, with a 22 points win for the win. So 2.2 risk to reward. It's not perfect, but it's good for today, and it's also good for being before 9:30. All right, so stop loss, TP on highs on the left. So take profit would have been on these highs right here. So since we were approaching these highs, I decided to close. Yeah. So this is the 15-minute time frame trade. All right. On the 30-minute, going back, we're still maintaining this level of support. Now making new highs. Price on right now, market open, we just pushed down, went all the way to my entry point, but gladly I was already closing out of the position, and then I think we're still pushing higher because of the 4-hour reversal right here. As you can see, we're gonna have to wait for the next opportunity. So count this as a reversal. So we have 3 higher lows right here. This possibly will be a higher high, but this is also, I was looking at it, it looks like a retest on previous resistance. So there's just right now, just waiting. If we end up breaking, I also have an alert here. If we do end up breaking this high right here, I would love to see something at 45.30. So 45.30s right here on these previous levels right here. All right, so another update would be for oil. Like I said on the last video, we were just like circling around this area, I think at 90. We are right now. We just made new highs. And another thing is, I feel like this move is gonna have another correction because it's too, I feel like, overextended. So probably something either here or going back to 88. So right now there's no trade for me on oil. There's just right now just waiting for the next opportunity. And like I said, right here, as you can see on the 4-hour wall, you have a doji candle on previous resistance. So either we're gonna hold this level or push down lower. Right, so this was a quick video on gold, on my gold trade. If we end up pushing higher, I'd love to see 45.30, or we maintain, and either we maintain this level of consolidation right here, going sideways, or we push down lower to this previous level right here. As you can see on the left, we have support, and then made a resistance, some rejections right over here. Broke above, retested this level, pushed higher again. So I think we can clear this level again and go back down. All right. See you guys on the next one.